Good evening, everybody. Oh, look, I'm coming off the back of the screen. I can make things bigger. How are you? You've seen me. I'm still in the setup stage. Don't want to make it so big that, there you go. I know I'm still going to come off. It's a little bit of a black border, but you can forgive that. I'd rather that you were able to see all of the app. Sunuka is first. Well done. Good evening. How are you? How's things? I hope you've had a good week since last week. It's great to see you turning up once again, especially because it's quite great that you kind of quite happily flip-flop between the 9 o'clock and the 5 o'clock rows with me. So it's very cold today in Glasgow. So you can see I've got my little R2D2 heater spinning around. I'll move him out of the way a little bit. There you go. Yes, you can see he's spinning around. I have to take the Romo handles off, but I'll do that in a sec. I'm going to check to see whether I am live. Who's buzzed me? Somebody buzzed me. Yeah, I'm currently actually... Sorry, hang on. Strange noises from outside. Don't know. Anyway. Sorry, I'm still inside. You can forgive me the first few minutes of these live streams to be a little bit kind of over the place as I work out what's going on. Right, click on me. There you go. All right, cool. I can see me. I think it's just wind, and I can hear everything is kind of creaking. Oh, Heather says, John, it's colder in Houston. It is Houston. You know, it's not Houston. Is that right? Houston? Than Scotland right now. Make it stop. Oh, if only I could. If only I could. I hear it's like there's a real cold snap coming down right across North America. 40 states are all getting hit by it. I saw a post. You're good. Texas. Yeah, Houston, Texas. I love New York. I love Boston. If I had to pick somewhere to live in the US, I'd go for Boston. I loved Vegas when I went there for a short time. But I just absolutely adore Texas, and I have no idea why. There's obviously like Dallas and Houston is. I think part of it. I think it's going to be. There's certain points when I was a kid that I actually played quite a weird part of my life. Obviously there's Dallas, okay, so back in the kind of 80s, that's when Dallas was like a huge TV program, so obviously it's part of it. And then I also remember, because Mum was a huge Jean-Michel Jarre fan, and he did a concert, if you may remember it, where it was like he had everything, all these kind of things like beamed up across the buildings in Houston, and it was like, and we used to watch it all the time. And I don't know whether that's why it's got this kind of childhood like a zing specialist, and there's something about Texas as a whole that I just absolutely adore. Talking about things I adore, here's Ronnie Downey. How you doing? Evening, John, evening all. Feeling good Sunday. Great. Out for a road run, taking pics for a group member, ended up with a 10k PB. Fantastic. Sandbag lunges now dialed in, finished the day with a sunset row. Fantastic. So no Manchester for you. I got a little bit of FOMO when it came to the Manchester High. How are we doing? We've got 11 minutes. Everyone just do some slow rowing, just warm up. 124's here as well. Good evening. Pam Howard. Hey, Pam, how are you? And yeah, we've already said hello to Sunuka as well. What was I saying? Yeah, so it was after the run. Oh, crikey, she did the 10k run and then sandbag lunges. Crikey. Yeah, so for everyone who's watching, this weekend is still going. It's the Manchester High Rocks, and lots of people have been there. Lots of people have been posting across all the High Rocks groups and forums and whatever. I've been kind of reading like people's results and being like, yeah, High Rocks, yay! And I've kind of had, weirdly, I've had FOMO from seeing people. I've missed going down and seeing my pal Martin and a good friend Ian Kay, who runs the Fitness Racing podcast. I really enjoy meeting up with them and whatever for these events. But I've not actually had FOMO from the race itself, which I found really strange. And I don't know whether it's just because I know I can't because of this heel problem I've got. And so there's no point having FOMO because I just couldn't do it. It wasn't like I just didn't get a ticket. But I did get psyched for I should have been racing in Amsterdam this weekend. I did get a little bit of FOMO from not going out to Amsterdam, but you know what. So Lucas is having our indoor comp 30th and 31st. Oh, fantastic. Right, make sure and let us know, because that's next weekend, isn't it? So you won't be here rowing with me, I hope, because you'll be racing in that. So let us know at one point, get in touch with me, or get in touch, or even next week, or the week after, sorry, when we are rowing. Excuse me, sorry. Do get in touch, let us know how you got on, because that's important. Everybody needs to know how people are getting on. Right, I'm going to get my tech all connected. So if I go row indoor on my watch, come on, and then connect. There we go. That's the one. Oh, so I suddenly got a very itchy nose. That's why I just had a big sniff. Right. Turn you on. Sorry, we're getting there. Connect rower, PM5 row. Come on. I tapped on it, but nothing happened. I got to move left a bit. Oh, there we go. Don't know what. I do keep getting it, unless it's him that's squeaking. Is it R2D2? Is he making little noises at me? Right. We did connect the heart rate monitor. What are you on about? There's that noise again. Right. Was it as it turned that way? Let's see again. Man, it's like. All right, hang on. Nope, wasn't that. Oh, there is. What is that noise? It's like when your smoke alarm goes off in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Mike Beddoes here. Hello, Mike Beddoe. Good evening, John. Hope you're having a good day. Hope that's what, well, I think that's what it says. It's hidden by the little heart icon. Right. Is it just not wanting to connect? Is that why? I mean, I don't really mind. Right. No? Okay. That's very strange. It's one for the extra folks that it's not wanting to. Well, I'm not going to my own row again. Oh. Let's go. I wonder whether it'd be nice if they had on the group row kind of thing that just came up that shows you all the different group rows that you could join. I wonder if it'd be good to actually show how many people are either there right now or how many people are registered or whatever, so that people could go, oh wow, there's a whole bunch of people that are going to be turning up, rather than it just being like that thing and then kind of going, should I go? Because look, there's 48 people have turned up so far, and we've still got like 7 minutes to go, so we might hit around about 70-ish by the time we get ready for today's actual row. Right, let me go back into the split view in case you, hang on, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Can you? If I turn this, and I'm trying to hope that the screen doesn't fall off. Oh, yeah, you can just about see that, I think. If I make me bigger. There you go, now you can see. Whee! So that's what, if you're able to see it, this is what I look at while I'm rowing. So that's got the overlay that I'm sending to YouTube. I mean, well, listen, we've got a couple of minutes, I might as well take you through this. That's the overlay that I'm sending to YouTube. That's all your messages that come down here. And then this is like the audio controls and whatever for the actual stream. But yeah, that's what I see. So it means I can see. Right. There goes, that's straight. Oh, it's a little bit on the, bit on the, right. Oh, but right, I'm doing a 500 meter relay only. Is that like 500 meter relay? Do you mean 5,000 meter relay? 500 meter relay would be a bit frantic, wouldn't it? Good evening, John. Hope you're having a. I don't think we have that. What's my 500 meter Oh no, maybe it is 500 meter. How do you do a relay for 500 meters? Or do you just do like 100 meters and fall off, and someone else takes over? My 500 meter max is the fastest I've ever done 500 meters. I think is 126. I'm a kind of in betweeny. 2,000 meter relay. Ah, so you're doing 500 meters and then changing through it, right? Yeah, my, oh, fuck, I'm huge on screen. Ah, okay, go small again. Whee! Okay. My fastest 500 meters is around about 126. But I am, I'm not a sprinter. I was kind of, at my fastest, I was, my best was the 1,000 meter. That was kind of the best kind of distance I could row when I got 304.6, I think. It's up on the wall. 304.6, yes, that's when I got the British and world record for that, which I've since lost for my age and weight. Stephen Sutter says, well, my wife says we're going out at 6, so either that means that he's not coming tonight, or I couldn't figure out why my heart. Right. Yeah, so that's kind of what. Whereas 2K, my fastest was 6:37. for 40, 49 lightweight, which is kind of the pace that I was always winning, unless Tim Mail turned up and he was racing. If Tim didn't turn up, I tended to win the race. If Tim turned up, I tended to come second. It's kind of how it happened. There's a couple other guys who were faster than me, but they didn't really go to the same races than me. So it's a little bit. I mean, if you turn up to a race and you win gold, so therefore when I went up to like the English champs, and I won gold, then I'm the English champ, even though I knew that Tim Mail would have kicked my backside if he'd turned up. It's a weird one, isn't it? When you're like, I am the fastest, but only because that guy didn't turn up. Anyway, strange rant to have. So where are we? So we have, oh, there's Jerome there. I am amazing, thank you, Jerome. How are you? He wishes everybody a good evening. What are we doing? I'm just trying to check a few numbers here. So we've got 27 people watching on YouTube, which is fantastic. Make sure if you haven't already to actually subscribe to this channel, so you get notified when this kind of stuff happens. I still don't know if I've made a mistake by separating the live rows and bringing them here onto the RowAlong live channel. It was all about it was a suggestion from someone about trying to tidy up the main RowAlong channel and maybe trying to help the algorithm, because these only really get like 150, 200 views and then they never get watched again. And so that was the suggestion. Oh, yeah, not bad, busy times, work, etc. Haven't we all? I mean, yeah, 2.5 minutes. In fact, I'm gonna have a quick drink. Just water today, no coffee, no orange juice, just water. I've taken time off work, or taken time between contracts to, usually if I get a gap of like a couple of months between my day job editing contracts, I will hunt. Oh God, I've got to take these. I've still got the Romo clips on. I was doing a row the other day with them, demonstrating them, and I've forgotten to take them off. Look, this is just to say this is really. It's really simple to. What says he? Hang on, it is simple if you get the order right. Oh, what are you doing? There you go. Yeah. So, apart from the fact that I was too busy talking, I say, talk to me, goose. Yeah, there you go. So that's them off. There was a guy on the Facebook page who has kind of commented on those Romo handles saying, oh, poor design, blah, 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 and suggesting that like there's a better design, but it involves like completely replacing the Concept 2 handle with this other handle that then has those, like if you haven't seen the review, I've made a review of these Romo handles, and they're incredibly divisive. Some people, like most people people are either saying, wow, they're expensive, what stupid design, I could do them myself, or whatever. And you don't have to use them, it's fine. But anyway, this guy was saying, oh, there's a better design, but it involved replacing the entire Concept 2 handle, which means like getting a spanner out and the U-lug off and all that stuff and replacing the handle. Whereas that, I mean, apart from the fact that I messed up taking them off because I was too busy talking, it took me 10 seconds, 15 seconds to actually get them off. So, I don't know. I mean, this other guy's design looks okay, but you don't. $100 is a lot of money for something that you don't need. But like I keep on saying with these Romo handles, is that if you're unable to row horizontally because you've got wrist mobility issues, but rowing like with a vertical hammer grip allows you to get on the rowing machine and exercise again, then they're priceless. That's kind of what it comes down to. But nobody needs them. Like the everyday rower doesn't need them. Right, okay. I've just gone full screen, so I can no longer see messages, but I do have my iPad running, so if something goes wrong, do message me. Remember, there is a delay between me here on YouTube and the Exa app of about, where are we, about 5 seconds. So make sure and look at your Exa app to start rather than YouTube, otherwise you'll be 5 seconds late. But we are going in 15 seconds time. I'm going to do this, as always, starting at nice low intensity. We have 110 people. I just hit 110. That's incredible. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we go. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to stop. I've got a cable coming in the back. Oh no. Right, keep going. I'll be as quick as I can. The USB-C cable from my row was dangling around down the back of it. Keep going, keep rowing, keep rowing, keep rowing. There we go. But look at all the people I can see here tonight by being a little bit slower. Sorry about that. I didn't spot it until I was at the back of the machine, and I could then see it dangling down on top of the chain. And I know if If I just carried on rowing, the chain would just end up wearing it away. So, oh, Stephen Sadler is here. Hey. Okay, champion, Alex. Swordfish. So I'm just reading out names now. Okay, so as always, even with that rather higgledy-piggledy start with me stopping, we're going to use the first couple of minutes here just to ease our bodies into the idea of rowing. So all I want you to do is think about tilting forwards to the front of the machine and backwards to the back. You don't need to really think about anything else apart from possibly posture for the first couple of minutes. So maybe as you get to the back of the stroke, remember to sit up and then tilt forwards. The tilt back usually just takes care of itself, to be fair. You know, where I'm minute 53 in and I'm already getting distracted. I had a great idea for a kid's book, or a character in a kid's book anyway. There's Paul Bright as well. I think it's Paul Bright, yeah. There's a girl called Tibby Fair who would, or like her name was something else, but her nickname was Tibby Fair because she always said, "To be fair." Didn't know where else to go with the story or anything, but I thought Tibby Fair would be a great name of a character. A little precocious girl that knew better than everybody else. Matthew Isaac's up there. Righty-ho. Has Exer done something to the water? Or is it just this map? But it looks absolutely incredible. The reflections and the ripples to the water are absolutely stunning. Anyway, sorry. Hello everybody. Welcome to John's random journey through his brain hole. It's funny because I've started doing these 5K everyday workouts, which you're welcome to load up and watch and row along. Just I row 5,000 meters and just a nice low, like really low intensity. I just talk away. Usually, I mean, I do like a 2-3 minute thing about technique, but the rest of it is just my brain sludge. And so what I've got to stop myself from doing is making today like a best of all the things that I've talked about during the week. Because it'd be quite easy just to say, yeah, on Thursday I did this, but then maybe you do want to hear about my week. Who knows? Right, so as we come up to 5 minutes, we'll do a technique checkup. Oh, even that bird looks amazing. I'm sure. I had to update the app before starting today, and I wonder whether the latest update has done something with the animation and geometries. Who knows? Okay, 5 minutes. Let's see if I can get through technique nice and quick today. I'll try not to get too bogged down by one aspect. So I'm rowing at 19-20 strokes a minute, which gives me time to set my body up into the right positions through the stroke. And although really the only super important part is the power phase, as you push the machine away with your legs and then swing your back and then pull in your arms. If you only think about, oh, I went suddenly, oh, actually I did go suddenly Scottish. Do you know why? Because today's Burns night. I was actually gonna wear my kilt, totally forgot. Anyway, sorry. If you wait until you're in the catch at the front, often that's too late. So I want you to think about technique from the front of the stroke. Oh, I just realised I keep on going off the back of the machine, sorry. Oh, the back side of the screen. God, I'm getting distracted left, right and centre. Stay on target, John, stay on target. So, when you finish your stroke and the handle touches your chest, that is when you should start to think about your next stroke, getting set up properly for it. And that starts by letting the handle come away from your chest the moment it touches your chest. So don't hold it stopped. If you just sit at the back of the machine and squeeze and hold it for a second, you're wasting time, energy, and you're not using the natural kind of rebound and spring of your muscles and tendons to help the recovery for the next stroke. Because as you pull the handle in and you squeeze your shoulder blades together, there is an elasticity to your muscles and tendons. Not like a rubber band. I'm not sprinting this one, by the way. But just enough that as you pull the handle in, if you relax between the bungee cord on the chain of a Concept 2 and that elasticity of your muscles releasing, the handle will release from your chest really without you having to put any force into it. And then as the handle comes away, that's when you sit up. Hopefully you can see it, I know I'm off the back of the screen. But you sit up and reset your posture. Up, handle up, and then you tilt forwards over your hips. And the momentum of the handle away and you're tilting forwards means that you have all of that upper body mass moving towards the front of the machine, so that all you have to do is bend your knees to roll into the front of the machine. You shouldn't need to tug on the foot straps, especially down at 20 strokes a minute. And if you got hands away and that forwards tilt, then they should be set in place before you bend your knees. so that you roll into the front of the machine with the right arm height, straight arms, neutral height, forwards tilt, and then you can just roll to the front until shins are vertical, and then just push straight out from the front. You're not needing to lift your handle up or anything. You just come in, push, and push the machine away with your feet, holding those straight arms and maintaining that forwards tilt. And if you brace your core as you push the machine away, but you can see my pace has gone from like 207, 206 down to 202, 203, just because I'm coaching myself through the stroke here. And now that I'm actually doing what I'm saying, rather than just saying it and not doing it, I'm now rowing like what, 3-4 seconds faster. And this is with not much, I wouldn't say I was putting in any more effort to the stroke to be rowing 3 or 4 seconds faster. It's purely because I'm concentrating on the timing of pushing the machine away. So rolling in, and the moment shins are vertical, I push. And because I'm now thinking about a good posture, holding forwards tilt and arms straight, that power is surging up from my legs, through my posterior chain, shoulders, into my arms and hands, and I am now hanging off the handle, letting that power go into the flywheel, rather than losing it with a soggy core or by not quite getting the timing right and losing leg drive. So this way I can push the machine away, then swing over my back, and then pull into a finish at the back of the stroke, so that the power generation is clearly legs, body, arms. I'm not swinging my back too soon. I'm not pulling too soon. Then pull the arms into sternum height, wrists flat, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And that then takes you right back to the beginning. Oh, look at that. Exactly 10 minutes. Exactly twice as long as I intended to talk about technique. I've lost Goose. I've lost Goose. Where are you? Lost my wingman. Got Mike Beddoe next to me still though, so. So, the week coming in the RowAlong house is a mixture of, I was filming workouts for the MyRow platform last week, and hopefully the comedy of errors are getting less and less, but I've gone through interruption problems where people have come into the gym while I've been making the video. I've had errors where I had the on-screen display from one of the cameras burnt in. That's a real novice error. And then this week I went in twice to film 4 workouts, and one of the days I didn't set the exposure properly, so everything looks like I was in a nuclear explosion. But hopefully 2 of them are okay. But I've now done the same workout 6 times for them and got it wrong one way or the other 6 times. I'm not going to sprint this one either. I'm just taking today as a 20 strokes a minute. This is like a 5, 6 out of 10 effort now. So I'm quite happy to see the half hour through this weight. I know I'm supposed to be working on speed if I want to enter and not embarrass myself at the British Champs this year, but I'm still trying to spend time just working on my foundation fitness for rowing, having been away from it for so long. And all I've really been doing is 500 meter or 1,000 meter intervals, and then these Sunday rows for possibly the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, because it was, my first high rocks was November 22. So that'd be 3 years then that I've been kind of not rowing as much and concentrating on high rocks training, which, although there is that element of rowing, it has meant that I've really only been training for that 1K row at an efficient pace rather than a 2K row for speed. But you can't just go straight to speed. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing these 5K everyday rows. It's just to make sure that no matter what else happens that day in terms of interruptions or training or even when I'm going to film the micro workouts, I know I'm getting in at least 5,000 meters, 21 minutes of zone 2 foundation fitness building rowing. And really, I could keep doing this with my other training, of course, but I could do this until like July before I start doing any speed-based training. But I will add in some speed workouts, but right now I'm kind of listening to my body. How do I feel? Because I keep falling into a trap where I'm not taking rest days. Luckily I had one yesterday. Didn't do anything at all. Well, tell you what I did do. I ate cake. Don't know if you've heard me talk before about the Too Good To Go app. Well, who's that sneaking up on us? It's basically an app in all these shops who have cakes and fresh produce that's about to go in the bin. You can use this app to basically pay for it rather than going in the bin. And usually there's a whole, what's the right word? Smorgasbord, is that right? So yesterday, the Radisson Blu had one, and it was the afternoon tea Too Good To Go. So basically, they'll have made however many sandwiches and cakes for people to come in for afternoon tea. But come 4 o'clock, that stops, and they've got a bunch of it left over. And so that's what this Too Good To Go thing is. And so we ended up with basically a full afternoon tea for £6.50, where the Radisson Blu, I'm going to assume you're paying like £20 a person, and there's 3 of us, and we'd just been in painting some pottery. How middle class is that? I'm going to paint my pottery. But Holly, my youngest, she loves it. And, well, so do I. I don't have an artistic bone in my body, but I still enjoy it. So I painted a big kind of hot chocolate sized mug with the Van Halen logo on it. I will let you see it when it has been fired and we get it back. Anyway, so we were driving back from that, went past the Radisson Blu, picked up this box of sandwiches and cakes, and then drove back home via Acosta Coffee, who also had one. Although theirs was all toasties and kind of morning stuff. So straight in the fridge, had that for breakfast. £3.50 for what, 5 toasties, some porridge, a baguette, But, and then spotted that Aldi was doing one. Groceries bag. And it's just vegetables upon vegetables. They're all kind of going out of date today, or out of date yesterday. And some sausages. Again, £3.50 for what I guess was about £15 worth of food. And part of me was thinking, it's like, does this exist primarily for people on low incomes as a way for them to get food? But I've looked on forums and all that stuff. It doesn't seem to be. It's just people who kind of see a bargain and go for it. The only downside is the Aldi one was good because it was all veggies and cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage. But so is that the first time I've done that circuit then? Anyway, but the cakes one, as we were driving home, the three of us are eating sausage rolls and red velvet cake. So there is a gluttony side to it. I mean, you can get sometimes Krispy Kreme do one, and you get 6 donuts for like £4. And I mean, the Krispy Kreme, it's like £4 for a donut anyway. But the downside is you end up eating it all, especially on a day where I was taking a rest day anyway. Probably wasn't the smartest move. See, again, look at this water and the reflections. It's amazing. Oh, so yes, I need to get hold of myself, especially if the plan is to lose 8 or 9 pounds come December for the British Rowing Indoor Champs. And we have just booked a holiday to Italy, doing Rome, Lake Garda and Venice. And from what I can gather, Italian food is quite nice. So I have to be sensible leading up to that holiday so that I can come back having put on a couple of pasta pounds and then still get to lose it. Come on, Goose, you've got it. You hanging back there? You hanging back there, Goose? It's a foot race to the finish. All right. I'm going to hold 20s and just power to the end. Whew. Oh yeah, because I had to stop for 10 seconds or so, didn't I? 150 people. Wow. That's definitely the most I've ever seen turn up to one of these extra group rows. I mean, listen, I'd love to say that I was the draw. I'm sure there are only like, let's see, there's 31 people watching, so there's at least 31 people that would have known I was rowing today. But who knows how those 150, maybe some of them have rowed it because it was my row. Maybe they know. I'm trying to make a RowAlong brand. That's the thing. I mean, I'm currently, my super cuz Joe is messaging. My Canadian cuz Joe. She's amazing. She's a whirlwind of energy and just, she's definitely got that gene where she can just make friends in an empty room. That's what my mum was like. And cousin Joe seems to be like that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so right now I've got the RowAlong app up there in the App Store. You can check it out. It's got some stuff in there for free, some stuff you have to pay for. But I'm currently making another app, which I'm eventually going to integrate into the RowAlong app, but I'm making it as a standalone as well. And the interesting thing is that, and I've been talking about this on the, by the way, everybody have a cool down for a couple of minutes while I'm talking. I'll make this quick and then I'll get to your messages. I just want to say, so, and I've been kind of saying, it's a standalone app and I want it to be available and attractive to anybody who uses the Concept 2 with a PM5. I don't really want, she's still messaging. I don't really want people to kind of go, oh, it's the RowAlong guy, it's his app. I don't want to be part of that because I row for Sub 7 or MAD or whatever, okay? Fitness Matters, maybe they're going to kind of go, yeah, they're going to say, oh, stay away, I didn't realize it was John's app, oh well. So I don't want to overbrand the standalone one, but at the same time, I'm just trying to build a brand. So I've called it, tentatively, and actually it's quite funny because someone, so it's tentative called RA, as in RowAlong, row, so RA capitals, lowercase row. Which someone on Facebook was like, it's like Scooby-Doo going, rawr. But anyway, so that's what it is. I'm designing, like coding it. Hopefully, I've got it almost done in terms of the UI side of things. And I've just got to get the connectivity sorted to the Concept 2's PM5, and then I'll put it up for testing to see what people think of it. It's really, it's kind of my version of our data ErgZone. All those kind of like the programming PM5 things with slightly different things in it. And like I say, it is going to eventually integrate into the RowAlong main app, at which point it's then going to overlay with the videos and all that kind of stuff, but that takes even more work. So keep an eye out of it, keep an eye on it if you're interested at all. Of course, Xer is your #1 app to be using. Look at him power sliding around the river there. Anyway, so let's go back to the screen. What we got? Right, so, hello, says Stephen Sadler. Even all. Thanks, John. Wasn't expecting to be free, so I did a 10K, used your first 5 minutes as a warm down. Incredible to see so many people on the water. See you at dawn next Sunday. Yes. I was rowing with you all, but my connection would not, from Ronnie Downey. Oh no. That was nice, says Ronnie24. Thank you once again for coming. And then Pam says 150. Wow, I know. Heard the surprise in my voice. Ronnie continues, connecting. I may have to resubscribe to Xer. It's starting to say 14-day trial. Hope I don't lose all I've gained. Have you, as in, that's strange. Check into it. If you've been paying for the subscription, am I just going to say you need to pay another year if you haven't already? Get in touch with them or get in touch with me and I can at least I'll get in touch via just to see. Really enjoyed that, says Goose. Pushed myself to stay with you guys. Back to recovery for me. Fantastic. Only a handful of sessions left before the big one. I know. So everybody, do check my Facebook group, or I don't know if Goose has actually got like a thing you can just type into Google that will pop up his charity donation page. But he's doing a 24-hour row. I was considering doing a 100K row the other day, and then I thought, I can't do that. And then I kind of thought about Goose doing 24 hours, and I'm like, well. What of those guys in front nearly killed me? Were they holding your head under the water? Were they just like, yeah, anyway, right. So, thanks for the row, everyone. I mean, I really enjoyed that one. I was kind of it's weird sometimes, like when you take a rest day, this is why when I'm doing races, I don't like taking a rest day the day before a race. What I prefer, let's say the race is on a Saturday. I'll take a rest day on the Thursday. I'll then on the Friday do like a really short, what I call stir the tanks workout, just to kind of make me kind of go, oh, exercise, and then I'm ready for the Saturday. If I have a day off, sometimes it's really like, just from a momentum, inertia point of view, it's really hard sometimes for me to pick myself up and push myself off again into kind of exercise. So today I was sitting, most of the day I've just been sitting coding this app. And then when it came to 4 o'clock and I was thinking, oh man, I've got to go and do the extra row now. But then I've absolutely loved it today. So it's funny how sometimes, whether it's like I say, an inertia thing, or whether it's just your brain is kind of switches off or whatever, or it could just be because my brain has just been going with dark code, that my brain was just completely, my brain was overloaded, and that's why. And so it basically was just like, need to shut down now. Excuse me, sir, do you mind if I, what did he say? Do you mind if I shut down for a while? Man, that was my C-3PO impression. Anyway, right, let's go. So I hope you really all enjoyed this one. Next week we are 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, unless there's, what is it? Next week is the 31st. Have I still got Exit open? I do, yeah. Let me quickly check, because usually the last Sunday of the month, British Rowing take over. And what happens is I sit here now and say, oh, I'll see you next Sunday. And I won't, because British Rowing are doing it instead. Let me just quickly check what we got next week. Thursday 29th, Saturday 31st, Sunday 1st of Feb. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm here. Cool. This week I'll actually click participate. Yeah, and that's what I was saying at the beginning about, I think it'd be nice if they had a so far, like how many people have subscribed to it, so you could go on it and kind of see how many. But then maybe that would put people off. Maybe it's better to be blind and not know how many people are there. The Head of the Charles stuff's coming up as well. I've got to start thinking about doing that. Yeah, but yeah, so do like me if you're only watching on YouTube, and then this is like the option of other rows you could be doing. If you had the Exer app, so Pacer Mondays, Lap Wrap Tuesday, Hump Day row. That should really be called the Bon Jovi Day row. I mean, Hump Day. It's Bon Jovi Day. We're halfway there. Anyway, right, so I will see you, on that note, I will see you at 9 o'clock in the morning next Sunday, 31st of January. Is that right? Or is it the 1st of February? What does it say? It is the 31st. Oh, that's why. It's because, right, so today should have been, all right, that's the thing. Today should have been the British Rowing one. What's going on? Whatever. Maybe I do need to sit down. Thank you, everybody, for letting me into your life for another Sunday. I look forward to seeing you in the next Sunday. Until then, have a fantastic week. Remember, I do have these 5K everyday rows that I pop up right about 12 o'clock every day. I've been doing them since December, so there's a whole bank of them, about 25, 26 of them I've done already. So if you're ever looking for a row and you just want to squeeze in 20 minutes worth of movement and just listen to me rambling nonsense, that's what to be fair, though, that's kind of how all my rows are. That's what I'm doing now. Oh, this is very meta. Anyway, have a great week. Make sure, have a shower. In fact, just make sure, just one last thing to see if anyone's got any goodbye messages. No. Look after yourselves, have a shower, have something to eat, have something to drink, and of course, find someone that it means something to, whether it's your wife, your dog, your daughter, your son, your cat, your goldfish, your mum, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your grandfather, your cousin Joe in Canada. Just say, I love you, and open up your heart, and the world will be a better place. All right? Until the next time, look after yourselves, folks. Row well, be well. Bye-bye.